Welcome everyone to another video review. Today I have the pink and yellow A Squad Rangers. Back in, I don't even know when pink came out. She was out for a while. At first when I saw her and I was like, oh, I'm gonna grab her right away. But then I saw that her visor was a repainted red visor and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that because I need my figures to look accurate. So I was like, forget A Squad. But then recently they announced that Hasbro is replacing the defective Pink Ranger helmets and giving us the real what it's supposed to look like. And after much debate, I was like, you know what, I'll I'll do A Squad. So these are the only two figures available right now, and I emailed Hasbro right away to get my correct helmet. And there you have it. So for the ones who aren't aware or haven't heard of the A Squad Rangers, they're from Power Rangers SPD. These are the first team of Rangers that I do apologize if I say the name wrong, but Commander Kruger assembled to fight crime, and then you got the B Squad Rangers. I think what happened is A Squad kind of went AWOL, and then they had to assemble a new team of Rangers, and that's when your traditional SPD Rangers came about. And SPD is known for dropping Easter eggs. Like they have like random things here and there. I know they had the Blue Centurion from Turbo in some random game, and I remember Sky's father worked for SPD a while back, and they used Time Force Red Ranger suit for him, and there were other ones too, and the biggest one of course is this A Squad, where they use the Space Ranger slash Mega Ranger helmets, and they put it on what looks like heavy geared SWAT armor. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure there were more Easter eggs. Those are the only ones I can recall right now. But yeah, so these are what the packaging looks like. It's really weird. I don't know what exactly happened when it came to doing these figures. Except for Pink, they got all the other figures correct. But when it came to the packaging for both the boxes, they have the Blue Ranger's visor, which is really weird. Even on the back, the figures are seen with Blue Ranger's visor. Like, I don't know if these figures are actual like prototypes they had or if that was actually done on computer, but that's just really bizarre because I want to believe they're done on computer because that would have meant that they actually like did one batch of figures and then they had to redo them to correct them properly. I don't know what happened on Hasbro's end. One thing I do notice is with the helmets, instead of the white accents that the Space Rangers had, these helmets have a silver accent. Now I haven't seen a picture of A Squad recently, so I can't confirm if it's supposed to be white or silver. But keep in mind, Hasbro does have a history of making something that's supposed to be white on a figure silver, such as in Dino Thunder and also Zeo. So they're very back and forth like that. So again, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to look or not. But then again, the box art kind of matches what the actual Ranger figures have. So the gray or silver must be what they actually look like. So yeah, so that's my little thing on the box art. And yeah, I'm hoping red, green, and green come along soon because I do have blue. And pretty much everybody mostly has blue because it was part of the 2-pack for SPD Blue. So I must say, taking these figures out of the packaging, they do look really awesome. At first, when I got them, I was kind of unsure because I don't know too much about A Squad, nor do I really care for them as much as I do for, let's say, Zeo or Space, because they're essentially Space Ranger helmets that's being taken and just randomly just revamped into new suits with new colors. So they weren't really anything too appealing for me, and we'll get back to that after. But yeah, so but when I opened them, I was actually very happy. I'm like, you know what, these figures are actually pretty cool. So mind you, the gun is a little bit heavy for the the female figure, which is this case pink. So the gun kind of leans to a side because it's hard to pose her properly. But anyways, that's what the figures look like, and I put the effect pieces on to kind of show you. It does look kind of cool. It's yeah. Let me show you guys the figures up close. So pretty much each of the figures came with this gun. I will take it out of the figure and show you guys. That's what it looks like up close. Never actually paid attention to the A Squad uniform, but it is kind of cheesy to, if I'm being completely honest, because they have several A's on their suit, like A over here, an A right there, and A in the middle right here. And then there are two A's on the. I'm like, okay, come on, that's a bit cheesy. Like, you don't need to have all that lettering on a suit, especially when you're not trying to make it all armor and awesome like this. So that's yellow, and I'll show you guys pink. So as you can see, it has the Red Ranger's helmet, just painted pink. So yeah, this is what Pink Ranger looks like. I'll show you guys the guns up close. They're pretty much the same, the guns. It's just that just different colors for the different Rangers. What the guns look like. So I'll just remove the effect pieces. One thing to take note is the effect pieces. They don't stay on that firmly. It does fall off pretty easily. The guns, they are pretty much the same. This is what they look like. Sorry if I'm going out of frame. My camera is not situated at the best spot, so I sometimes forget and I kind of go out of frame. So that's what it looks like. I have the SPD logo and like a personalized coloring right there. They both come with the same effect pieces. One in pink, the other one in yellow. And they also come with extra hands. So yellow came with 2 fists. This is what it looks like. And pink came with a fist. And like a karate chop hand. I'll show you guys articulation. So you can obviously move the head. You don't have... Actually, yeah, it actually has decent chest articulation. I thought because of these pads on the chest, it wouldn't, it would hinder the figure, but not too much. The arms, you can move it up, down. Sorry, up, down, side to side. You can move it 360. Even the gloves, it moves on its own. Legs side to side, up, down. It has the double jointed knees. And then you have the foot, which you can just move a little bit here and there. And the head too, you can move it up, down. So it's, yeah, just standard Lightning Collection articulation. Pink also has the same, so side to side. I feel like because the female figures are slightly smaller, you can move their joints a little bit more freely. Oh yeah, and one thing too that yellow also has is you can move the leg kind of 360. From the knee, same thing, double jointed. So chest articulation. It's funny, some of these figures are so stiff. I'm actually scared to move them because I feel like I'm going to break them. But yeah, so pretty much the same articulation as yellow. Only difference is I noticed is that it's easier to kind of move the joints in pink because she's not as stiff as yellow. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for yellow and pink. I fished out the blue A Squad Ranger from my storage bin, And I don't know what's going on here because blue actually has the white detailing and not silver. So honestly, I don't even know. I don't know if it's supposed to be silver or white, and now that's bugging me a bit because of the inconsistency. But that's what they look like all together. And one thing I noticed is that they do have like a little dog on the center here. That could have been. I'm guessing that's supposed to be Kruger. And yeah, so let me show us side shot of them. That's blue. Blue. Let me just center their legs properly. Yeah, these lightning figures sometimes aren't the best for doing just a standard pose. Let me see if we can get him to stand properly. There we go. And finally, Pink. And of course, Pink doesn't want to stand either. Let's see if we can center her legs. There we go. I don't know how long she will stand, but there we go. That's what they look like from the side. So, yeah, so these are the pink and yellow A Squad Rangers. I'm kind of happy to get the other two, green and red. I don't know when they'll show up in Canada, but I'm in no rush to get them. So how do I feel about these figures? To be honest, they are decent figures, but I'm a little bit annoyed with Hasbro because many of you who collect the Lightning figures would remember the fiasco that happened with the White Dino Thunder Ranger, where they did not add the black detailing on the helmet, and which is actually a staple of his design. Those black black lines on his helmet actually look very menacing, and for that not to be there was a huge deal because yeah, it just did not look right. They went through a whole process of giving everyone who had a White Ranger replacement helmet that was correctly painted. We went through all of that. I thought that after that Hasbro would have been more careful to not make such a big blunder like that, and guess I was proven wrong because they did this again with the pink A Squad Ranger by just giving Red's helmet repainted. I know the Space Rangers have very similar helmets, just the or the Ace well space because technically they're Space Ranger helmets. Just the side of their helmets are different, but that's no excuse to be lazy or even have something like this go undetected. That's just laziness. But that's just my rant right there. And as far as A Squad is concerned, I kind of touched on it a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of them because they're just reused Ranger designs, especially when it comes to the helmets. They're Mega Ranger or Space Ranger helmets. They didn't even. I know they're going for the Easter egg effect of trying to bring back the Space Ranger designs because they were beloved and they were loved. But I would have preferred original designs. Like, you know how the Boom comics have the Omega Rangers and Solar Rangers? So they could have made their own helmet to go with it. I would have preferred it, but the whole fact of using an existing Ranger team's helmet on these ranges, I wasn't a big fan of. And also the fact that SPD just glossed over their story. Like, it starts off again. I apologize if I skipped something. It's been a while since I've seen SPD. But from my memories, it starts off that the A Squad have gone MIA or AWOL and they cannot seem to find them. It is touched on here and there, and to my recollection, they don't really revisit the whole the A Squad's missing, where are they? I mean, at the very least, they could have at least shown us something about the A Squad without giving away what they're really up to or their master plan. They could have given us little clips in little episodes here and there. And then randomly towards the finale, we have the A Squad, they're back, but this time they're actually evil. They're working with Grum or something like that, and a fight between B and A Squad take place, and they're captured. There's no real depth or story to these Rangers. There's actually um, a significant story or a backstory or something going on with these Rangers more than what we got. I think I would have been able to get past the reused Space Ranger suits. The best way to describe them when I look at them is that whatever Dark Spectre did to Astronema, not Dark Spectre, Dark Honda did to Astronema in Dark Spectre's Revenge, I feel like Dark Honda did the same with the Space Rangers, and the result was A Squad. That's that's what I see every time I look at them. But yeah, except for Pink's blunder, they do look decent, and I do appreciate that the Lightning Collection is giving us figures that we never got, like A Squad, Astronema, um, the rest of the Psycho Rangers, and Scorpina. Although Rita did exist, but it doesn't hold a candle to the awesome Rita figure that we got. So I do appreciate that Hasbro is giving us these figures that are kind of was never released by Bandai. So I do appreciate that. So for pricing, you guys can mostly get these figures easily. They've been out for a while. If you're in the US, I believe that the standard price of $19.99. If you live in Canada, of course, we end up paying the standard. Well, it's in GameStop, so you pay $33.99, but with the Edge card, you end up paying $29.99. So I will say it is worth it paying that $10 to renew your Edge card. I don't know if it's every year, but yeah, especially if you buy your Lightning figures a lot from EB Games, or GameStop, you will end up saving. So yeah, so that's my review on these figures. And as always, please subscribe, comment, like. It really does help with everything. And thank you for watching, and have a great day.